friends, welcome to today's daily devotion. I am Pastor Kerry Wood at the Goldston Methodist Church in Goldston, North Carolina. This week, I am going to be looking at what Paul had to say to the Roman church in Romans chapter 4. Today, I'm reading verses 1 through 3 from the Open English Bible. Hear now these words. What then, it may be asked, are we to say about Abraham, the ancestor of our nation? If he was pronounced righteous as a result of obedience, then he had something to boast of. Yes, but not before God. For what are the words of Scripture? Abraham had faith in God, and his faith was regarded by God as righteousness. Now, if you haven't already listened to what I had to say about Romans chapter 3, then go back to the previous week's episodes and see what Paul is doing there, because it's a very esoteric kind of an abstract conversation, an argument about righteousness and the law. But here in chapter 4, Paul is going to move to a very concrete example of what he's talking about, and that example is Abraham. We find Abraham's story back in the book of Genesis, and Abraham is before Moses, which means that he is before God revealed the law to Moses. And so Abraham is able to experience something of God quite apart from the law, the thing that was so important to the Jews in Paul's time. And so Paul is wanting to make the inference that God is actually bigger than the law of Moses, and what is bigger than the law of Moses for Abraham is faith, and what God declares to be righteousness based not on any behaviors, not on anything other than faith. And so this week we're going to look at what Paul is trying to describe as God uses Abraham and gives a promise to Abraham, and he declares Abraham to be righteous just because Abraham believes in God. So the question for us is, what is this faith that declared Abraham to be righteous? Well, Paul is just getting started in answering this question. So open your mind and experience what faith means as we move in the week ahead. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.